everyone. Today I have another drugstore video for you, and it's kind of like another dupe video. It's drugstore versus high end. So I'm gonna take my favorite liquid lipstick from the drugstore, which is the Maybelline Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick, and I'm gonna compare it to my favorite high end liquid lipstick, which are these Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks. Can I say the word liquid lipstick anymore in this video? Let's get right into it. So first off, I like both of these because they're very long wearing. I don't like to reapply my lipsticks all that often. So like if I'm eating and drinking throughout the day, I can wear these and I probably won't have to reapply them. These are also both really great for when I'm filming. Right now I have the Dose of Colors Warm and Fuzzy shade on. I actually put a different one on before when I was filming, but that one came off. So, there's not like a foolproof method for like these liquid lipsticks like staying on or not staying on. Sometimes I wear the Maybelline ones, which usually these will last me all night or all day and all night, but sometimes they don't. And sometimes with these Dose of Color ones, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So these are just the longest wearing products that I have, I guess, that I feel like I can talk about. But I don't know what I do differently when I have one on longer as opposed to when I don't have it on as long. There's not like a pattern or anything that I've noticed between each one. So just kind of keep that in mind. But, for the most part, these are the two longest wearing liquid lipsticks that I have, and I've been reaching for them a lot, especially lately. Even though it's winter and my lips are dry enough already, I still think these are good because I like wearing long wearing lipsticks. So I'm just going to get right into the pros and cons of each one. So I'm going to start out with these Maybelline ones. This one is the shade Voyager. And this is what I wore to my friend's bachelorette party, and I thought it lasted a really good amount of time. It was on pretty much all night. I didn't have to reapply it at all, and I liked it. The applicator of this I really like too, because with something like the ColourPop liquid lipsticks, I tried to use one when I saw Lady Gaga in concert, and it kind of got, like, outside my lip a little bit, so I kind of kept trying to do it, and then I'm like, you know what, I can't do this, I have to take this off. I don't really have that problem with these liquid lipsticks. I do think I've messed up a little bit before, and it's gotten a little bit messy, but it came off easy enough that it wasn't that much of an issue. So, that's something to keep in mind. The applicator of this makes that probably less likely to happen. It still could happen, but it hasn't happened to me quite as often as the Lady Gaga ones, and I feel a lot safer with this than with the ColourPop ones, not the Lady Gaga ones. But yeah, these are really good. These liquid lipsticks, I think, are the longest wearing ones that I have. I think these do last a little bit longer than the Dose of Colors for me. As I've said, it kind of varies, so these I think I've had more luck with than the Dose of Colors ones, and I think the formula of I have 4 shades of these. I have Dreamer, Lover, Voyager, and Pioneer. And I think that, like, there's consistency in the shades. They all feel the same on the lips. They all last about the same amount of times. I would say the darker shades last maybe a little bit better, but maybe I'm just noticing it because it's darker shades, but I think that these are really good and the formula is really consistent. So one thing that I don't like about these are that these are very drying. I've kind of gotten used to like how liquid lipsticks feel, but I don't think like this would be necessarily the best thing for somebody starting out with liquid lipsticks, just being like, oh, these kind of hurt. These, I think, are, like, better if I wear them, like, 2 or 3 days in a row, and the Dose of Color ones, I think, chap my lips a little bit more if I wear them 2 or 3 days in a row. Yesterday, I had the Dose of Colors on, and, like, at night, I noticed my lips were, like, chapped, and I didn't have a chapstick then. So that kind of, it's something that I've noticed. It doesn't happen, like, all the time, but I had been wearing them, like, a few days in a row, and I'm like, okay, I need to wear something else tomorrow. And of course I didn't because I'm wearing another one, but I'll just make sure to put a lot of chapstick on tonight and not wear one of these tomorrow so that I can save my lips a little bit in this very cold weather that we're having right now. They don't have the biggest color selection. For when they started out, I was like, okay, great. This has a great selection of products. You know, this is great for like a new lipstick that's just starting out. But like a few months later, I'm like, okay, I want more to come out now. Like, I wish they had more neutral colors. I wish there was like a shade in between like these two colors, and I don't think there is. But now they have come out with new colors. I saw a big display at Walgreens last night. I saw them on Ulta's website, but those are the only two places that I've seen them. And, you know, I haven't like been able to like shop for any of them yet. So that's kind of like a downside. At Ulta's website, I think they sold out pretty fast. I don't know if they were back in stock anytime recently on Ulta's site, but, you know, that was kind of like a little bit of a drawback for me. It's still not the most easily accessible product out there. Although that being said, the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks aren't super easy to access either. They are available on Ulta's website, and they have recently become available in certain Ulta stores. But other than that, I don't think they're available anywhere. You know, you can just pick up any of these colors from Maybelline pretty much at any drugstore at this point, where as these Dose of Color ones, you know, that's part of being like a high-end liquid lips or a high-end brand, is that you're not as accessible, but still, I mean, like, you can't go to Macy's and find these or anything. These are just at Ulta and at doseofcolors.com. And these are like high-end, they're a high-end brand, but you can get them at discounts during the holidays, and I think they might still have these available. They had 2 bundle sets, and that's how I discovered it, is from the Holla Bay set, which is the red set, and the Snuggle is Real set, which is the more nudish set. So those two, you know, I saw those bundles. They do often do sales at Ulta. I think in the time that they've been available to buy at Ulta, they've had at least 2 sales where these were like $9 a piece. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind too. Always look for sales and bundles, because I love bundles. I feel like I say bundle so much on this channel, but it's true. There are a lot of bundles. This is a bundly channel. I buy a lot of things in bundles, and that's just how things go. These, they have a nice shade selection too. I don't know if the full shade selection is available at Ulta stores or on Ulta's website, but, you know, Dose of Colors has been a brand for longer than the Maybelline Matte Ink liquid lipsticks have been out. And pretty much I think they used to only do, like, lip products. So they have a lot of colors in their line. They have a color called Bury Me. Yesterday, I filmed this video yesterday, and it didn't come out that well. But the color Bury Me, like, definitely threw me, because when I was, like, saying it, I was, like, picturing being buried. And I was like, oh, bury me, like, it's, like, supposed to bury me? That's not a good shade name. But other than that, I think the Snuggle is Real set had some really cute names. And, you know, names aren't the most important thing about a liquid lipstick, but the main reason why I would have to say that I like these Maybelline Matte Ink liquid lipsticks over the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks is that there's like an inconsistency in the formula of these Dose of Colors ones. When I got the Snuggle is Real set, I really liked that formula. I thought that they lasted really well. I was like, oh my goodness, I have to order the Holiday bundle right now because these are just so good. And then I wore one of the shades from the Holiday collection in at a Christmas party, and it kept like feathering. You know, keep in mind I was drinking, I was eating, but it was like feathering like quite a bit. It was like down to my chin, and like every time I went to the bathroom, I'm like, oh my god, like this just got so bad. And, you know, I was, you know, talking, eating, and drinking are things that, like, will, you know, it could make your liquid lipstick feather. But, like, to have, like, that huge jump from, like, you know, like the regular shades from the Snuggle is Real, that, like, I didn't have a problem with that. And then for the Holiday set to be like, oh, this is a huge issue. That's something that kind of caught me off guard, and it's something that, like, even though I still really like these shades and I would repurchase more, I would purchase other shades, I'm probably going to suggest to more people to get the Maybelline ones over the Dose of Colors sets, just because, you don't want your lipsticks to feather when you're at a party. I wore this shade on Christmas Eve, and, again, I was talking a lot, I was eating and drinking. We played a game called Furt that was crazy, and this stayed in my lip lines, whereas one of these might not. So just, it's kind of a bummer that there's something out there that's under $10, I think, that performs better than something that's $18. Even though I still think they both perform pretty well and they're both definitely worth the hype, worth the price, I would still recommend the Maybelline ones over the Dose of Color ones. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the Dose of Colors versus the Maybelline Matte Ink Liquid Lipsticks. They're both great long wearing formulas, but at the end of the day, the Maybelline ones are just better, and they're worth the price. And the Dose of Color ones are too, but if you have something that's worth the price, that's less of a price, go for that. Anyway, I'll see you guys on tomorrow, maybe, with another video. Yes, I have a video film that I will have up tomorrow. Okay, so I hope you guys liked that. I'll see you guys later. Bye.